Hello there! So we had just seen the swimsuit preliminary competition of Miss Grand International. And as usual, it was a great show. It was a great presentation. Many Filipinos could learn a lot of things about handling preliminaries like this. From Nawat. The story behind Nawat's rants against the Filipinos and some, pageant sites are not part of this video. So that's another issue, and we're gonna tackle that right after this. Am I angry at Nawat? And so on and so forth. I don't know if you're still interested to hear my insight about Nawat's statements concerning us Pinoys, but I hope that there's still, enough viewers to join me as I talk about that. Now, the swimsuit preliminary was well staged. Mr. Nawat knows how to handle his pageant. It was well rehearsed, it was well staged. Everything went well, as simple as that. From the camera works to the bland and impressive surrounding, it was a pale background against the candidates clad in very colorful, or not really colorful, but in striking colors of blue and yellow. Is there another color aside from blue and yellow? I think there are only two colors. And as I was expecting, it was filled with exaggerated poses. But it was also crowded with pretty faces. Yeah, a lot of beautiful girls are in there. And I enjoyed it. It was like watching an exaggerated version of Miss Universe. In fact, it is better because it is done outdoors with no glitches whatsoever. The candidates seemed to enjoy everyone's company. They were just flirting around. They were just very playful. I think they live in harmony with the organizers. And, wow, I believe so. Knowing Nawat. In fact, I had just seen some old videos featuring Nawat and some candidates in a bus. They were talking as if they were close. I think, the organizing team should be separated. I think there should be a wall between Nawat and his group and the candidates. These things are supposed to be included in my next vlog. Why the hell am I talking about all of these things? Stop tayo dyan and we just concentrate on the swimsuit competition. I have some interesting notes. It's my first time to hear these two countries, Contestant and the Reunion Island. And as expected, those who prominently figured in my list are those girls from the same countries that have been dominating the pageant scenes, like Venezuela, Puerto Rico, and more. Philippines is not here. And that's sort of making this event less exciting than before. Yeah, it's not only the Philippines. If you don't see a Venezuelan candidate in any pageant, it would be a little lackluster. Same with other nations, like, those who are powerhouse countries when it comes to beauty pageants, You would always want to see Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, India, Thailand, and so on and so forth. But that's what I've said earlier, there are a lot of pretty faces this year, and the cameras have been very good to them. You could very well see their well-chiseled bodies, well-toned bodies. Yun nga lang, may shots yung going up from their toes, from their heels, na medyo malaki yung image na nililikha sa kanilang legs. But in general, Bongga. Ang camera execution, parehong-pareho, uniformed, kumbaga. Hindi ka guys, ibang pageants na dito, doon, and then maya-maya, kalat na. The camera would start from there, and then, But this one is really, a high-quality production, should I say. Plus, considering the fact that it is held in Venezuela, nakasalukuyang hindi magandang, economic status. At may mga gulo-gulo pa. Tapos, this is the first ever, as what I heard, the first ever big pageant that is being held there. So I researched Miss Universe in Wikipedia, and I would just want to know if Venezuela had hosted Miss Universe, and it is yet to happen. Hindi pa pala. So we could feel the power of Nawat. That's power. So whether we like him or not, he is undeniably, I don't want to say genius, he's just undeniably a good businessman and a good player in the pageant world. Your pageant is participated in by as many candidates as Miss Universe or other Big Four pageants. That's power. You are recognized by the world. And he pays back. He's giving us good shows, if not great shows. So we would try to be fair. Ibubukod natin yung pagka-imbierna Chinese natin sa kanyang mga rants against Filipino fans, and we would separate this, this pageant. Now, I hate exaggerated movements. Lamunin mo yung stage. Do everything that you can, to impress the judges, but not too much. Like, I think Belarus acting as if she's about to join a tango dance contest or cha-cha competition. The matador expression was there, like. It's too much. But wow, they are in Miss Grand International, which is very much identified, or should we say, very much welcoming to this kind of gestures, to this kind of performances. So even if we don't like those styles that those candidates do, then they still might win the crown. So before I made my final list, I had this draft, and let me mention some of the things that got my interest. There were a few candidates who look like famous celebrities. Miss Sweden looks like Angelina Jolie with her thick lips, and then there's another Angelica Houston. Who looks like Angelica Houston? Who is that? I forgot. Mexico. She projects like she's a part of the Addams family. Miss Nicaragua looks like I'm in Japan. Alright, so be considerate and understanding. Considerate and understanding. Miss Nicaragua looks like Rachel Peters, our very own Rachel Peters. So ladies and gentlemen, here they are. My top 20. I hate exaggerated performances, but some of these girls have done a little bit exaggerated posing and some unnecessary hair tossing or something. But in general, they have great bodies and they have this X factor. They have great smiles and everything. That's why the exaggerated portion is overpowered by by other elements, by other factors. So just FYI. So here they are once again. My top 20 best in swimsuit for the Miss Grand International 2019. Here we go. Miss Canada has great body, but she's so nagmamadali. She didn't use her eyes to connect to the judges. Miss Paraguay was so beautiful and so graceful during the beginning, but in the middle, when she made a bulaga moment, I was almost surprised with that abrupt change of mood. That one, she never stopped anymore. It was an action-packed ending. Miss Australia got nice legs, nice body. I think those are enough to include her in our top 20. I believe Miss Belarus gave the most animated performance on that day. But, you know, she's one of those rare finds from Europe, and as what I've said earlier, I like her confidence. Another rhythmic or dancing opening. And the not so impressive waistline. But I think her performance was okay to be included in this list. A lot of people might say that she looks like a trans, but let them be. Who cares? This girl is super sexy. She's oozing with sex appeal, and she's pretty. I just don't like the upper area, the shoulders up. It was too crowded, you don't see the neck. The performance was a little bit exaggerated, but she's got a great pass around. Some might regard Miss Cuba as someone fat, but I don't agree. I think she looks a little chubby or round, but I don't see any problem with that. It looks good to her. She is attractive, and her voluptuousness overpowers that chubbiness. Another over-the-top performance was delivered by Miss Ecuador. Namuntik na siyang mahulog sa damuhan dahil sa sobrang niyang kalikutan. But still, she's got this charisma and beauty that you just can't ignore. Miss Netherlands is one of the better candidates from Europe in swimsuit. Miss Nigeria has a great walk, and her performance has finesse. I like Miss Peru, she almost got everything, but it's just the hair tossing. It's a little bit distracting. I like Miss South Africa's performance. She was in full control of her movements. Great body, great smile for Miss Vietnam. Surprisingly, I liked Thailand's performance. Those excessive movements didn't turn me off. She was able to fully utilize those exaggerated gestures into something that mesmerizes you. The flirty peg, the no-care attitude, the playful mood, all those worked in her favor. Those three turns and those giggles made a difference. Miss Dominican Republic moves her body in a zigzag pattern as she struts her way along the pool runway. But it didn't look forced or trained. It looks very natural, and I appreciate it. Miss Costa Rica got this bubbly and friendly personality. Her aura exudes courage, determination, and power. It's just that it seems she doesn't know when to stop, including that constant finger combing of her hair. I like Miss Brazil. The image of vulnerability and strong sex appeal mixed together. And the smile. She's got a great smile. The smile didn't perish from the very beginning till the end, and it complemented the brightness of her swimsuit, plus a nice passerella. Panama would have been my top choice for this event. She's statuesque, she's got this amazing shoulders, she's so sexy, she's pretty, she's confident, but I just didn't like the way she ended it. She was too uncomfortable, she was too busy with her hair, she's moving a lot. I believe she should have just ended it with a queenly pose, and that's it. However, I believe that she can still win the Best in Swimsuit award. Venezuela's performance was short but very remarkable. There were no fancy movements just to be noticed. She was sure of what she's doing. She was very confident. It was a display of elegance in swimsuit.